watching for all I can. I wonder what kind of bird that is.
Wanda Wazzo was a bird watcher who had her eye on Pale Male since the day he landed in Central Park. She thought he was sensational.
That's his Pale Male. I've been watching him with my binoculars since Tuesday. He is a red-tailed hawk. Why is he called Pale Male? Because his feathers are a lighter color than most hawks of his kind. Where does he live? He used to have a nest up there, and actually crows and pigeons have been preying on him and his wife Chocolate. Chocolate, what a funny name. She is the color of chocolate. Are the crows and pigeons named the Pale Male and Chocolate? They all try and search for a baby. You mean where do they live now? They found a safe home from predators at 927 Fifth Avenue.
Wanda pointed up to the top floor of a building. It was right across the street from some of Pale Male's favorite hunting grounds, and the view from the park from the 12th floor was spectacular. New Yorkers couldn't ask for a better address, and neither could Pale Male. Skylar asked, "Could we come back?"
Come back tomorrow and look through the binoculars. Yeah, I need their new home. Of course, see you tomorrow.
The children went home. Wanda went out for coffee, and Pale Male and Chocolate marveled at their beautiful new home.
Wow, look at this view! It's amazing! What do we have for dinner, my dear? I'm in the mood for a mouse tonight. You stay here and sit in the end, so I go hunt for our dinner. All right, be careful.
Pale Male swooped into the dark shade of the trees. He scanned the ground for little mice. He loved to hunt at night when the park was quiet and all the people were asleep in their beds. After catching a nice fat mouse, he returned to the nest and he was happy to present his prize to Chocolate.
I found this very delicious looking dinner, my dear. Well done, I'm starved.
The following day, Mr. and Mrs. Beauregard were on their way to work.
Charlie, tell not to try the other coffee next time. That one was awfully bitter. I found it rather delightful. I tasted no difference.
Mrs. Beauregard shrieked when she stepped her new shoes into mouse remains.
Charlie! What is it? It looks like the tail end of a mouse. What? Disgusting! I have no idea, Bunny.
Bunny said, "I will not have..."
I will not let this special thing near my home. I agree. This is an outrage. We must get this checked.
Mrs. Beauregard dashed inside to complain to the doorman about what she had found outside her building, and Mr. Beauregard was right behind her. Pale Male and Chocolate looked down from above.
My goodness, that woman made a racket. It was just our leftovers. I'm sure she won't stay mad for long. I hope not. It was an accident. Don't worry about it, dear.
The next day, the children met Wanda at the park. Skylar said, "Hey, Wanda."
Hey, Wanda. We're back to see the hawks. Perfect timing. They're sitting on their eggs in the nest. You mean they're going to have baby hawks? Looks like it.
The children took turns looking through Wanda's binoculars at Pale Male and Chocolate.
They are so beautiful. He looks so strong. I want to look at Mercy. Look, they're leaving the nest.
Pale Male and Chocolate began to fly in circles throughout the sky. The children and Wanda watched in awe. After many swoops and soars, the hawks grew tired.
It's beautiful up here, but my wings are getting tired. All right, dear, let's go home.
And the children went home too. They waved goodbye to Wanda.
I want
The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Beauregard were leaving for work, and a similar occurrence happened.
Charlie, make sure you call the telephone.
Bunny said in a very serious, snooty voice, "Make sure you call the tailors."
Make sure you call the tailors about my new suit. It's been more than a week. Oh yes, of course, my dear.
Mrs. Beauregard looked down at her feet.
who has looked like bird feathers.
Bonnie crossed her arms and said, I don't know what's going on around here.
I don't know what's going on around here, but I will put an end to this nonsense.
The Beauregards found out about Pale Mail and Chocolate's nest. They told all of their neighbors. The wealthy New Yorkers decided that the hawks were not the kind of neighbors they wanted. Luckily, hawks were protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, and destroying their nest was a serious violation. Pale Mail and Chocolate had 23 chicks. People came from all around to see the hawks and their hawklings. The kids, the newscaster, Wanda Wazo. The kids came out to the park too. They didn't want to miss any of the action. Pale Mail and Chocolate were becoming so famous they were even on TV. The newscaster
We are
said,
here with scientist and bird expert Dr. Schubert
to congratulate.
to congratulate Pale Mail. I'm so glad to name Pale Mail Father of the Year.
How many hawklings?
How many hawklings are there, Dr. Schubert? I believe 23. Incredible. And who is your friend here? Wanda Wazo. She's another bird expert. Welcome, Wanda. Thank you. I've been lucky enough to watch the hawks and teach the children how important they are.
Dr. Schubert said they're really amazing
They
birds.
really are amazing birds.
It looks like the children.
It looks like children really enjoy them.
At that moment, Pale Mail and Chocolate swooped down as if to say hello.
Whoa.
She said,
Whoa. Why?
We're famous, said Pale Mail.
We're famous. They love us. Everyone out here looks so friendly.
It was true. Pale Mail and Chocolate were becoming Fifth Avenue's most admired celebrities. Little did they know of the challenges that lay before them. Later that winter, when all the kids went back to their house and the newscaster went home, the owners of 927 Fifth Avenue removed Pale Mail's nest. The people at 927 Fifth Avenue complained about the hawks, and this time they got their way.
Oh no, what will we do? We're homeless. Homeless wherever I'm with you, my dear. Find a new home. No, we cannot let them win. That ledge is our home. We will have to build a new nest.
All of New York heard about it in a flash. Pale Mail and Chocolate flew to another tree. Television newscasts told all of America, New Yorkers and nature lovers everywhere were stunned. Dr. Schubert was on the news again, and the kids came out to see all the commotion.
We are back with Dr. Schubert from the destruction of Pale Mail's nest. People all over the city are outraged. Taking down the nest seems like such a heartless act.
I heard of the recent protests, said the newscaster.
I heard of the recent protests. Do you think it will work, Doctor? No.
The children held up their signs, including Iris, and said really loud, Bring back Pale Mail! Park brought signs to 927 Fifth Avenue, and Wanda was there too. They wanted the tenants of 927 to realize what they had done. And the children said, "Bring back the nest!
Bring back the nest! It's their home too!
Robin said, "The hawks bring us joy."
The hawks bring us joy! Everyone was free. Everyone deserves a home.
We must protect.
We must protect and respect wildlife.
Preserve family values, said Wanda.
Preserve family values. Bring back the nest.
The people of New York protested outside of 927 Fifth Avenue for days. The noise and guilt were getting to the people who lived there, including the Beauregards. And Charlie says in a really loud voice, "I don't understand." Charlie says, "I don't understand how two birds..."
I don't understand how two birds can make this much of a fuss.
Bunny says, "Charlie, I can't stand..."
Charlie, I can't stand the noise anymore. I can't bear to look at the children's faces.
"I can't bear defeat," said Bunny.
I can't bear defeat. I don't think they will let up.
Finally, after weeks of noise and signs outside of 927 Fifth Avenue, the building owners backed down. The publicity had been terrible for them. The people of New York rejoiced.
Now they will get to raise their grades to Boston.
The newscaster went back with Dr. Schubert and said, "It's a glorious day, New York.
It's a glorious day, New York.
Our Hawks of Central
The
Park..."
Hawks of Central Park can now in their home for good.
"Hooray," said the children.
Hooray! They will
Iris says, "Now we will get..."
Now they will get to raise their baby hawks.
And we will always, Robin says, "we will always be able..."
We will always be able to watch them fly around so gracefully. Incredible! I couldn't have done it without you.
Dr.
Always
Schubert,
believe in the power of community.
it's a happy ending.
It's a happy ending for everyone. A little help goes a long way.
And then Robin stood up and said, "Look!
Look, Gilmore and Chocolate are collecting twigs. I think you're building another nest. You're right, Iris. The pale male and Chocolate know that they're safe now.
Newscaster says, "What remarkable birds."
What remarkable birds. Whoa, they're smart.
"Oh, the new nest is beautiful," said Chocolate.
Beautiful. Do we get to stay this time? Yes, and you and friends help us get our home back. Wonderful.
Now we are home
Now
for...
we are home for good.
What a wonderful place, said Chocolate.
What a wonderful place to raise our hawks. It's good to be home.
The red-tailed hawks had brought much joy to the people of New York, and now the people of New York returned the favor. Pale Mail and Chocolate were welcome to stay at 927 Fifth Avenue as long as they wanted. It was their home, and they are still there to this day.